everybody, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks. This is Tanks for the Mammeries, and today I have three replays for you guys. The first one is going to be in the this Panzer 4H, and I am obviously on the Korea map here, and bottom tier in a tier 7 match. Wasn't really thrilled about this, but ended up being an okay game. I've been seeing a lot of this M4 improved out there. And, it's been interesting to watch these guys play. The tank seems to be doing okay. I don't have one yet. I've been sticking with my, my Panzer 4H. I decided that I would start out a little early here by going up behind the castle and just trying to do a little bit of spotting for exactly that right there, and I miss him. He gets behind the building before I could shoot at him. He really surprised me how fast he came around the corner there, so I was a little taken aback. I wasn't quite in spot in time, and so missed him. I think if I'd hit him, though, it probably would have really hurt, but he's pretty much going to be toast. Although he gave that VK a good whacking. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I think that's probably it for coming around the middle, and then I noticed this T-34 is just going to come flying around the corner, and here he comes. And of course, I fucking missed that one too. So at least I got no damage. And he took a hit from somebody else, which took out most of his hit points, but he managed to ammo rack me, so that's not good. So it's starting out to not be a very good battle. I got to repair the ammo rack. There's no way I can go into a fight with a damaged ammo rack. So I got to calm myself down here a little bit. I've been playing really aggressive lately, and it's not helping me with much. So I decided I'm going to try and just be cool, be calm, see what I can do to support these guys up on the hill here. And I'm not able to see anything, so it's like, well, the A43 is there. Maybe I can get a shot in on that guy without cresting too much and just getting hit by all these guys that are up there on the hill, as you can see over there. So I get up here to take a peek. They're all behind buildings and stuff, so there's not a whole lot I can do about them. And the A43 is distracted, so I figure I'll come down here and just go ahead and kill that guy. So that's my first legitimate kill. And yeah, I was spotted, but nobody seems to be paying any attention to me. And now, of course, I'm going to derp another one here in just a second. But I'm watching this Panzer 4H come down here to try and I missed a shot. And I figure, well, I can go ahead and take him out this way. Help my guy out. So another kill secure, which doesn't really do a whole lot of good for anybody other than me. But between the time I did that, but between the time I came over that bridge to hit the A43 and taking that shot right there, they managed to kill everybody else that was on this hill. But the entire other side failed except for basically the M7. So while the rest of my team is running to their cap, I decide I'm going to head back to our cap. Now, my thought was, well, if I do this, the rest of my team going in one at a time to that cap over there is just going to get chewed up by those guys if they're all heading back to their own cap. And so it was kind of a gamble. I thought for sure by the time the base cap counter went off, all those bad guys would turn around and head right back to their base. So I was still debating whether or not I should go back to our cap or if I should go try to support those guys. But I'd already made the commitment to come back over here and try to support our base, the Hummel that's here. And the VK, I don't know what the VK's doing, but he's just kind of sitting up there. I guess he's waiting for people to show up. And I'm about to see a T-34 right over here. I saw a tree fall, and there he is. So I'm going to try and put a shot into him. Of course, it's not going to do anything. He took a good chunk of my health off, but He's going to die right about now. So, good kill on him. And at this point, it's just a matter of trying to chase these guys down. So, figured that was pretty much it. The rest of the guys are still on the map. They're heading back to their cap, and I now have a chance to get over here and try and shoot some people from behind. The game was a lot closer than it seemed like. If they had all stuck together to go back to their cap, this would have been a much closer fight. So, I have the opportunity. I'm trying to get over here as fast as I can to get in behind these guys and start taking shots at their rear. There's me and a Hellcat. Hellcat's going to be coming up right beside me. And I'm going to derp another shot. I just, as I usually do, give him a chance to fire. So, hit the low value target because he got the arty. And it's like, alright, well, come on, fella, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. That's where I derped one, missed the O-knee. Could have had him. Anyway, so that's the end of the first replay. We ended up capping out the site, or capping out the enemy base there, with an O-knee left alive and us from behind. So we could have taken this guy, but they ended up capping out. So all in all, not a whole lot of damage, only 722, but you know, was able to get 5 kills out of it, which is basically just stealing them from other people. So anyway, it was a fun match. Being bottom tier, I was still pleased with the results there. So anyway, that's the first one. The next one I'm going to show you is the Panzer 38, Panzer 38T, and it's a pretty cool little replay. So stick around for that one, and we'll be right back. Alright, so this is my Panzer 38T on Fisherman's Bay, and again, towards the bottom here in the tiers, it's Tier 5 match. I'm in a Tier 3 tank. And this is one of those matches where the reason I'm putting it up, it's not the greatest game in the world for me, but it was one of those where right in the middle of the game, towards the middle of the game, I was getting really frustrated and was sort of chasing the battle around and wasn't having a whole lot of luck with anything. And so rather than just lose my patience and jump straight into it and get killed like I normally do, I decided to sort of play it a little cooler, calm down a little bit, and go from having a very frustrating game to actually having a pretty good game here at the end. And so it's one of those where the lesson to take out of this is if you get frustrated, pull back, take a second, regroup, and then figure out by reading the map what you can do to best support the team. So here I am getting up here and trying to do a little spotting, and think, well, I should take some shots on this guy, I should take some shots on this guy, I should take some shots on this guy, and he ends up dying before I can, which is good because I would have given my position away. But here I am, still waiting around to see if I can see anybody. It's very quiet over here for now, and I do have binos and the net, so I'm feeling pretty confident I'm not spotted. And I've got 6th Sense on this tank, so we should be okay. But the team is spread out pretty heavy in the middle and very light in the city with just a 95 and the improved M4 over there. And so now we're starting to be able to see some of the bad guys. And again, nothing yet for me to do. Not a whole lot to look at, not a whole lot to shoot. I'm hoping I can see something. But as you can tell, I'm really not seeing a whole lot of anything. It's just getting more and more frustrated. So I decided to go ahead and move. And I decided, since all these other guys have pulled down here, maybe I can take a shot at that guy now. Nope. The rest of these fast over here on this side, the Panzer 1Cs, have decided to go ahead and push all the way down. Now they're starting to find some bad guys. So try to get a couple of shots in there. Miss. He's dead. So take a shot, don't hit anything. So my one opportunity so far to actually shoot at somebody. Now there's Panzer 1C. I'm not worried about him. He's just surrounded by way too many people. I'm hoping I can get some shots in over here. He's already dead. Can I hit anybody over here? Yes, possibly. Possibly. There we go. First shot of the game that actually does anything. Then I start missing. Now remember, again, I'm in a Tier 5 match in a little teeny tiny tank, so my thought was, let's just not get killed. So that's pretty much it for this side. This side is wiped out. I'm chasing the battle once again, chasing the fight, and starting to think I should just charge right down in there and see what I can do. He's going to die before I get to him. Yep. So much for that guy. Again, no kills yet. One hit only. Just one hit. So let me go ahead and chase the fight over here. Everybody that's left on the enemy team is in this town. And it's pretty much their heavy tanks. Obviously, they've got the M4 improved. They've got the Churchill there. There's a Hetzer. I got to take a shot on the Hetzer. And I miss him. He's gone, out of sight. There's this Churchill who can just basically chew me up. And I'm concerned about him. Then I see the VK. I hit a shot on him. Nope. Nope. Finally. Nibbling him to death. Oh, there's Panzer 38. Let me take that guy out. Got him. Okay, first kill. Come on, get the Hetzer. There we go, second kill. Again, you know, obviously everybody else did all the damage, but take a gun out of the fight, take a gun out of the fight. Now, there's this guy over here who, I don't know where the hell he came from, but he managed to, missed him again. There we go. Managed to take him out. He was chasing down our artillery, so that was good. Bounce the Churchill. There we go. Now we'll get some hits in the Churchill. And I don't know why he's not shooting at me. Take him down to 5, and it's going to bounce. Always. Always bounces on the kill shot. Always bounces on the kill shot. So anyway, there's that fight. So in the end, 657 damage done. 5 kills. Started out very, very, very frustrating. Ended up being a pretty quick battle at the end there. So never give up. If you feel frustrated, take a step back. Get yourself in the fight. You know, I was chasing the battle around the whole game, but in the end managed to make a pretty good contribution because Tier 3 tank and a Tier 5 battle getting 657 damage done. All there at the very end, not bad. I will take that all day long. So just goes to show that you can influence the battle in any tier tank that you're in. You can make a difference. You can help your team, and you know, if you just don't rush in there willy-nilly and pay attention to what you're doing, you can have a pretty good game. So one last replay for you. It is a KV-2 replay. Happened to me this morning or earlier today. Just a whole bunch of fun. Really good replay. I'm saving the best for last. So stick around for that, and I will put it on right now. All right. So we got a good fight here. Mid-tier. It's a Tier 7 match. So it's got Tier 5 to Tier 7. Right in the middle. And not a huge fan of this map for this vehicle. It's just so slow. And there's a lot of faster tanks. There's some good hard-hitting tanks on the enemy team. The big artillery out there. And their T-34 is a really good player, as is their Wolverine. So got a little watching out to do here, but I'm thinking at this point that I'm going to sort of go around the back of the hill, sort of the D7 area, and as I'm making my way over there, I got a T-29 that's asking me to follow him. I don't really know where he's going, so this is not necessarily the kind of tank that you go charging off and do a whole lot of damage soaking. So I'm going to try and get myself up here. Obviously, the enemy team rushed the hill, and our Chaffee and Cromwell are pretty much going to eat it pretty quick here. So rather than continue around that side like I'd originally thought, my plan was, since my thought was at this point, since most of the mediums are already on that hill, there's probably not a whole lot of other tanks that are going to be coming around to get up there, except there's a T-29. So I figure, well, I'll go ahead and try to take a shot on this guy if I can. Bounces, doesn't do anything to him. And yeah, so now I've got to pull back to reload. He's going to push up. And the enemy tanks are now up on this hill, so take a shot from that Panther. I'm worried about this guy coming around, but I got to do something about that Panther. I can't have him sit back there and just keep shooting. So he's taking some shots at the T-25, and our T-25 is going to die pretty quick. But he's so busy doing that that I'm going to put a good old hit on him as soon as he comes back around. Come on up there, fella. There you go. And he bounces me in return. Gotta love it. So he's not feeling quite as brave as he was before, but he did manage to kill our TD that was right there with me. So I'm still worried about this guy, but I'm pretty sure the T-29 is coming around. And I'm get some help here. And he puts a good old shot into me. But I can't push up on him. So I'm hoping to just keep him spotted for the guys on the hill. And he derped one, but I'm not fast enough to chase him back around. So I'm trying to chase this guy around, but I'm still worried about the folks behind me, although the Panther's dead. I know there's more up there. And there's one right there. There's a Skoda. And if the Skoda gets his hands on me, he's really going to hurt me. So asking for help. Asking for help. Because I can't do anything about that T-29 if the Skoda's going to be up behind me. Now, I don't know where... Hang on a second. Let's just stop that for 1 second. I just got shot by the T-29. I just took damage from the T-29. Now, where is that T-29? I don't... The only one that's on the battlefield is that one over there. Right? That guy right there. How did he just hit me? How did he track me? How did he track me? Now I've got the AMX with me. I'm feeling a little braver now. He's going to, and the OI, he's going to help. So T-29 just took a big old hit. And no matter how he tracked me, it doesn't really matter because he's fucking dead. So I'm going to try and get around this corner as fast as possible because that Skoda is definitely taking some shots at me. That one missed. He couldn't get enough depression on the gun there. So I want to try and get around this hill. Missed the Skoda, but he's backed off. I got me in the OI, so I'm going to try and stick with this OI so that I've got some armor next to me as I come around the edge of the water there. Again, keep this down, keep that T-29 carcass next to me so I can try to have a little protection that way in case there's anybody. And now I'm going to own this fucking Skoda because that guy was pissing me off. So we're down 7-10. And I'm thinking we're probably not going to have a whole lot of luck winning this match. I'm just resigned at this point to not having a great game. But the Skoda waited too long and got whacked. So that was fun. There's a Wolverine back there. I was hoping that our OI could kill that Wolverine. And now I'm worried about artillery. Because I've been spotted by the AMX ELC. And I know there's bad guys out there, so try to juke a little bit for the arty and get away from being wide open there, because their artillery really does worry me. And there's a couple of enemy tanks. I'm going to go ahead and try and take a shot on the Tiger P. Good hit on the Tiger P. At this point, since I've been spotted, I'm concerned about everything. And the Wolverine is running away from our OI. Artillery's definitely paying attention to me now. Can I hit the Cheeto? No, he's behind the building. I take the shot anyway, but he's behind the building. I worried about wasting that shot. I was like, man, I probably should keep this round in the chamber. But artillery's not reloaded yet, so I'm figuring I've probably got a second or two to take another shot or get under cover. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty already safe. I know the ELC, I can't hit that fucking guy. But I'm figuring those are the two clowns. We're going to keep moving. Saw the tree fall. They're going to keep moving. They're going to have to come out if they want to get to cap. And the ELC doesn't have eyes on me. So it's going to be either the Tiger P or it's going to be that Cheeto. And keep it moving so artillery doesn't get me. And there's the Cheeto. So see that guy. He stops, take a shot at the arty. And there he goes. So I'm just hoping that the M12 will hold out long enough for me to get reloaded. It's not going to happen. He took the shot, way woofed it over the Tiger's head, and that's pretty much that. So he's trying to run. I'm hoping the Tiger will stop to take a shot. I'm ready to go. There you go, and I missed the Tiger. I missed the Tiger. Already dies. That's my bad. Now here's that Wolverine that was over there on the other side of the hill a few minutes ago, and but the problem is he doesn't have the gun elevation to get me. I'm already safe at this point, and I don't know why the Tiger P's trying to cap. He knows I'm up here because I fucking smoked him real hard earlier, and he's going to stop. So you want to stop? That's fine. I will shoot your ass. So that is the end of the Tiger P. We're now at 2,600 damage, and we pulled the scores back a little bit, but not enough. And I wanted to go after the Wolverine, and I should have. I should have gone down the hill right there, and I didn't. Now the enemy, look at the AMX ELC says that their Stug is a bot. They want us to report the Stug. And I'm like, okay, good. Well, that means that's one TD I don't have to worry about. And now I'm thinking that the Wolverine was going to come up behind me, or at least spot me for Artie, who is certainly waiting to take a shot at me. I know he is. Our T-29 is down on the other side. I have a little indecision right here. I'm not sure what I should do because I'm thinking that Wolverine is right there, right around the corner. But I'm not spotting him, so I don't know what the deal is. I decide, man, fuck, I better just go ahead and get ready to make a move. But he's gone, and here comes the T-29. Once I see the T-29 has come up and around, and he's starting to come down the 4 line, I figured to myself, okay, well, at least I've got some company, so if we die, at least somebody can take a shot, or maybe they'll take a shot at him and not me, and we'll be okay. So that's when I decided I can go ahead and push up with the T-29. Because my thought was, if the Stug was AFK, then all I had to worry about was the Wolverine. Because we know that guy is not, he's a sneaker. Because he's obviously kind of moving around the battlefield, moving around the map to try and find ways to get to us. So in the middle of all that, guess what's spotted? And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for it to aim. I don't want to miss the shot. And guess what? The Stug is not AFK. So, fuck. So I know where the shots are coming from with him, but I'm more concerned with the Wolverine. Our T-29 went up on the hill, which I kind of wish he hadn't done, but he did. And I know he was trying to get shots in on stuff that I would spot. So I get down here figuring if the Wolverine's going to try and get me, he's going to have to crest one portion of the hill somewhere, and maybe the 29 can take him out. And now that the Artie's gone, don't have to worry about him anymore. So the only concern I have is that the Wolverine coming over there, you know, behind these buildings, sort of up on that ridge over there. And this is where I'm a little nervous about taking the shot at this Stug. And I did a low roll on him. He's going to hit me again. He's left me on 21 health. I can't be brave anymore. I can't take any more fucking hits. I can't even get sneezed at. So rather than pop back up, knowing he's looking at me, and the 29 did not have a shot on him because he came down the hill, it's like, fuck, all right, what do we do? So I'm really concerned about that Wolverine now. Where the fuck is he? I need the 29 to hurry up and get over here. I'm figuring the Stug's not moving. That guy's burrowed into his little hole. And I'm like, okay, 29, come on. And the hand of Stalin is going to guide my hammer right now. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, there's the Wolverine. Snapshot to the Wolverine. He fires back, bounces, no damage. It's at this point in time that I'm figuring we'd won the game. So I'm at now 35, 45 in damage. And just ready for the Stug. Come on, bring him on. There we go. So we ended up pulling that game back. That was a really, really fun game. 6 kills, 3,500 damage. Managed to pull it out at the end with a snapshot in a KV-2 against a Wolverine that was on pretty good health and bounced his return shot. So I'm going to end up, I'll show you the post-game stats next. Anyway, this was a really fun game. When you have a good game in a KV-2, it just makes your day great because it's so fucking rare. That was a really fun fight, though. I really enjoyed that one. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed all 3 of these replays, the Panzer IV-H, the 38T, and the KV-2. I will catch you guys on the next one. This is Tanks for the Mammeries saying thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the new intro I've done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also join my Facebook page. And that's about it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And this is Tanks for the Mammeries signing off. I will see you guys on the battlefield.